All right, let's talk about something that drives so many of us crazy: cold outreach. It feels like a total guessing game most of the time. But what if it didn't have to be? What if you could actually turn those ice cold leads into happy, paying clients with a reliable strategy? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. First things first, let's just be real about the problem. Cold outreach often feels like you're just shouting into the wind, right? You put in all this effort, you craft that perfect email, you hit send, and crickets. So why does this happen over and over again? I mean, we've all been there. You spend all this time doing the research, writing what you think is a killer message, and then it just vanishes into a black hole. It's super demoralizing, and honestly, it makes you question if it's even worth doing at all. And this, right here, this gets to the absolute heart of the problem. See, the old way, the transactional way, is all about you. It's focused on, I want to sell my service. But the approach that actually works, it's relational. It flips the entire script to focus on them and asks, what problem can I help you solve? That changes everything. And that brings us to the single most important change you have to make. This isn't about some new fancy software or a secret email template. It's about a fundamental shift in how you think. It's about adopting what we call a relationship-first mindset. This is the key that unlocks the whole puzzle. This quote says it all. Think about it. We all have this built-in radar for when someone's trying to sell us something. We can feel it. But the moment we sense that someone is genuinely interested in helping us, that they actually care about our problems, that's when our guard comes down. That's when the whole conversation changes. So to put it really simply, this mindset means you're playing the long game. Your first priority isn't to close a deal. It's to be genuinely curious about their business, their struggles, and what they're trying to achieve. When you do that, the sale becomes this natural, easy next step in the relationship, not this forced, awkward thing you're pushing for. Okay, so theory is great, but how do we actually do this? Well, we're going to walk through a really straightforward but super powerful 6-step plan to systematically warm up those cold leads. This is your new playbook. Here it is, our roadmap. It all starts with doing your homework. Then you personalize your outreach. Step 3 is to offer value. 4 is the follow-up. 5 is all about building the relationship. And finally, number 6 is making it easy for them with low-commitment offers. Let's dig into each one. Step 1, and listen, you absolutely cannot skip this part. Do your homework. Before you even think about writing an email, you have to understand who you're talking to. What's their business? What's going on in their industry? Without that context, your message is just spam. It's noise. This research is the foundation for everything else. Now, this is where that homework becomes your superpower. This is the difference between a generic email that says, hey, I sell marketing stuff, and a really powerful one that says, hey, I noticed your company just launched a new product in the EV space, but you might be running into supply chain issues. I have a quick idea that helps another company in your exact spot. See the difference? One of those gets deleted instantly. The other gets a reply. Step 3 is so simple but so often overlooked. Give before you ask for anything. Don't lead with your pitch. Lead with something genuinely helpful. Maybe it's a link to a great article, a quick observation about their website, or a free resource. This shows your expertise instead of just talking about it. You're proving your value from the very first interaction. Okay, now for step 6. So after you've built some trust and shown your value, it's time to make an ask. But, and this is key, you have to make it incredibly easy for them to say yes. Asking them to sign a huge contract is way bit too big of a leap. The trick is to create a low-commitment offer that takes away all the risk for them. So what does that actually look like? Well, think about things like offering a free no-strings-attached audit of their website, or maybe a limited-time trial of your software, even a free initial consultation to brainstorm ideas. These things give them a taste of your value without asking for a big commitment. It's the perfect bridge from a warm lead to a paying client. All right, now for step 4, the follow-up. Most deals are not made on the first email. It just doesn't happen. A friendly, consistent, and still value-driven follow-up is absolutely essential. And remember, this is not about bugging them. It's about being gently persistent, staying on their radar, and building that familiarity and trust over time. And step 5 really brings this all home. Every single thing you do, from the first bit of research to your final follow-up email, should all point to one single message. I am genuinely interested in your success. When you get that right, you stop being just another salesperson in their inbox and you start becoming a potential partner. The really amazing thing about this whole approach is that the payoff goes way beyond just landing one new client. When you build relationships this way, you're not just making a sale, you're creating a foundation for long-term partnerships, for amazing referrals, and for a business that's actually sustainable. So, after all is said and done, what are we really trying to do here with this whole relationship first thing? Is the goal just to make a sale? No, not at all. The real goal, the ultimate goal, is to build a partner. See, a transaction is a one-time thing. It's over and done. But a partnership, that's an ongoing collaboration where everybody wins. And that, right there, is the true conversion we're aiming for. So, I'll leave you with this one final thought to take with you. Instead of waking up and asking, who can I sell something to today? Try asking yourself this instead. Who can I help solve a problem for today? Just start there. I promise you, it'll change everything.